Hi, everybody. It's Michael speaking from the tool. And basically, it's fantastic to hear you guys. Like yesterday, the market was just going upside down. There was just so much craziness happening yesterday. And especially in the forex market, especially in gold. And it was so crazy. I had no idea of what was going on. If we now go straight to the charts, we're gonna just show you my headache what I've experienced yesterday. I was expecting the charts to the gold to all the way to rise due to the war. Okay, so my fundamentals was just too much focusing on the war, and I didn't really continued focus. I could have just also stayed to the technicals, and I would have seen that the market is about to drop anyways. So ultimately, because we were on the previous high, and the previous high was on 3,000, um, 3,437. That's the level where we was, and I already discussed it on my last video. Unfortunately, the quality of the sound wasn't that good. It wasn't that great. So ultimately, last time I was explained that we are at this level, and there's a potential move to the downside happening. However, due to the war, due to the situation of what Trump did on or during the weekend, and Israel and Iran, I was expecting the market to go higher, and there will be like a full blown war happening. So I was expecting the market to go higher. I was expecting gold to rise, and I initially bought gold and was able to cut something here to this level, to the 30 3,381 level. That's the level I was able to get in. Not just to get in, but was able to catch, okay, which is the 1.3 risk reward. However, I was expected to go higher, as you can see at this area, which was an L for me. And yeah, this is what it was. I was expecting literally the all the way to go to the upside. That was my plan for gold. That was my plan for gold. That was what I wanted, but that's not what the market wanted to give me. Why? Because something significant happened. And what happened? I didn't know. I was flabbergasted. I was going crazy. I was like, why is this dropping? Why is this dropping? Why would I not say this? Because ultimately, there was war going on. There was an conflict. There is a conflict. There is something happening. Okay, gold has to rise. And then officially as well, we checked at the DXY representing the US economy, the US market, knowing that the US market is possibly going to drop, and therefore I predicted a move to the downside as well, as you can see at this level. However, I also knew what I said yesterday, or if you followed what I said, it's like we wait for a break of structure and a retesting, indicating going for the long side, and went to the long side, but which didn't happen. So ultimately, yeah, so we ultimately it didn't happen. The economy started to crash. I saw an opportunity there. Now, again, knowing that the DSY is not able to trade, you can trade the DXY, but I use it as a platform to give me a little bit direction, market direction, what the US pairs actually are about to do. So as we can see, this is the DXY. And yeah, so it dropped. Okay, it dropped. So because of that dropping and me not knowing something, okay, me thinking it's going to keep dropping, so I bought gold heavily. I decided to go long, but it didn't work out. And why is that? So now let us go quickly to check out the market, so we can see stock market today. Dow eyes 300 points gain, oil price dive after what? Israel and Iran agreed ceasefire. What? Ceasefire. We thank God for ceasefire. Ceasefire is amazing, but it was not amazing for my bank account. It was not amazing for my ideas. Okay. However, it was amazing. It's amazing that the ceasefire, no more death. As for now, a lot of peace, and that's beautiful and that's fantastic. I need to go a little bit further to find some news articles or news release of why the ceasefire happened and what exactly happened exactly. But there was a ceasefire. Now, because of that ceasefire, we now understand why gold was not going to the level we expected and started to drop. Okay, so fundamentally speaking, as basically technically speaking, we was right. Fundamentally speaking, we was right, but at the same time wrong. We was right yesterday. The ideas went to the top. Okay, if you was smart and you was able to catch, you could have catch 3% on that one. Okay, or yeah, 3% at least. Okay, and however, I was expecting to go further and higher. And anyways, I was able to stop some things out, and which was good. I still was able to make some income, which was good. However, it would have been better if we would have continued higher. But again, the good news is there's a ceasefire. We don't need blood. We don't need blood. That's not what we want. We really want peace. Okay, and as I also explained last time, that Donald Trump doesn't want war. We said it. We said it. I kept saying it, that Donald Trump, he's not really interested in war. I said it the other day, and yeah, man, you can see that he's keep promoting peace. He kept promoting peace yesterday. He kept saying that it's time for peace, and he also, let's see if we can go find something. Some of his tweets ex, uh, gives us some sort of an indication that he was actually genuine with his ideas towards peace. Okay, um, let's see. Yeah, there he is. There it is. There it is. So now let's see the tweets. Now it's time for peace. Thank you for your attention at this for this matter. Okay, unconditional surrender. Um, so his idea was definitely to have peace and negotiations, yeah, and he just, it seems like he just wanted to show a little bit strength. He wanted to show power, and you can see that his main focus was actually peace. So now if you think about it, who would have thought that so quickly ceasefire can take place? Who would have thought that so quickly people would actually change their mind on what they want to do? Of course, he's a good negotiator properly, and he was able to find a way to bring peace. Not no or I don't know if he was able to bring peace, or he was initiating the peace, or whatever happened, but there's a ceasefire happening. Okay, then we also read in is a Yahoo Finance, I believe. Now Israel, there is this. Iran Israel latest. Israel accuses Tehran of uh, violating ceasefire and vows to respond by striking back forcefully. Okay, so things has changed again. The 24th of June. Okay, this is what it is. So we can see there was an agreement made yesterday for a ceasefire. Okay, Donald Trump announced a complete and total ceasefire was in effect from 8 a.m. local time, around 6 a.m. So, okay, so we can see there was a plan to have more ceasefire. Israel accused of Iran violating ceasefire just after it came into effect, with Defense Minister Kaz vowing a forceful response. Why do you need to respond? There's no need for to respond. Okay, and it comes after your military said it had detected missiles launched from Iran towards Israel Tuesday morning, soon after the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced that Israel has agreed to a Donald Trump brokered ceasefire with Iran. All right, so that's the agreement they made. This is the reason gold dropped. This is the reason gold, even including silver. Look at silver. Silver was going fantastic. Again, you can see I was going along with silver, and yeah, but it didn't happen the way I wanted to happen. However, the overall projection for gold and silver is still long. It's still long. It's still long. Yeah, because the economy, the U.S. economy in general doesn't look that great at this time. You know, Donald Trump is trying to make America great again, and we can see as well, like with the oil prices, also went cheaper now, which is good for oil. Okay, we are now at the level, previous level, structure level. If we so what we see at this point, we hoping to see a retest and either go to the upside, or it will just a continuation of structure. We wait for a break of structure and then go to the downside. Okay, This is what is happening right now at this time. And yeah, man, this is fantastic news. This is what happened. And we can see that what we're going to do now. So now let's check what we're going to do today or tomorrow. Okay, so USD Chef, I'm still short on this one. Okay. Um, retested previous structure point, retested 78.6 level, and give us a long engulfing candle of yesterday. So I'm expecting a continuation to the downside. What I'll also expect, if you see one of my videos, I did expect it will be a break of structure and a retest at this level and then going to the right side, which happened. So I will continue short, and this is USD Chef. Then we have also silver. What I'm going to do with silver is still going to go long with silver. Um, okay, because ultimately the world on itself is still uncertain. So for the next couple of weeks or month, I will still look for buying opportunity. We can see there's a rejection happening at the support level. Um, yeah, support level has been gone to the upside, and what a good entry would be definitely here at this area. If you want to have like a strong conservative approach, would be waiting for a break of structure at this area, and then possibly we're gonna go long. um yeah, we're gonna go long at this area. So how it looks would be bam, 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 and then bam. Okay, that will be my target to 3.1 level. This is the area that will be my target. And with gold, on the other hand, again, I'm looking for an opportunity to go long again as well with gold. Now, it is currently bearish. It's not really bearish. So we wait for a break of structure. Once this area breaks the 3,305 level, it's a strong indication it might drop all the way to the 3,190 level, maybe this area. And then at this point, we're going to go to the upside. However, let's see what the market's going to give us. We're not jumping, we're waiting for an opportunity. Right now, I'm not seeing any opportunity to go long with gold. Okay. So now what else do we have? We have AUD cut. AUD cut, as I explained, I wanted to go short, but it didn't happen. Now we went all the way to the upside. We haven't broken structure yet fully, so we're waiting, and what we wait is to for a break of structure, meaning we're waiting for a break of previous highs. That will be this area. It is the 0.8914 area. We wait for a break and then looking for buy opportunity there. And yeah, that's it. So um ultimately we was long on GBP, Euro GBP. Okay. Yeah, that was short. Let's see other pairs. Let me see if there's other pairs, other pairs, other pairs. All right. So there's nothing significant I can see now. So the main areas will be here, and yeah, and that's also something I want to talk about, which is Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, like I said, if you watch one of my previously, unfortunately the sound wasn't that great, so I hope that this time the sound is better. But if you don't worry, we're just going to go through it again. However, what I was expecting with Bitcoin was, Bitcoin previously was at 100,000 level, 100.9 thousand, 100,000 and 109,000. Yeah, point 0.058. Okay, this is the level we used to be. Then it broke, went all the way to 110,000. Then from 110,000, it came all the way down, retested the 109,000 area, went all the way down to 100,000. From 100,000, it came all the way up to 109 again, and now it dropped back to 100,000. Okay, so what I was expecting, what I was hoping, or that it looks, there's a previous indication, and it looks there's a possible sell off. So now I said, or keep saying, that say Bitcoin looks like a safe haven. So when the war broke out, when the position of war, when the possibility of war was there certain, there was a massive sell-off. Okay, I also said that it seems like that Bitcoin becomes a little bit of a safe haven where people put the investment in and believe that once everything goes well, we're gonna put money into Bitcoin. Sorry, once everything is going a little bit catastrophic, when everything's going crazy in the world, so we want to put money in the Bitcoin. Okay, so now the ceasefire came, and what happened? Boom, Bitcoin had a long candle to the upside. Okay. So it tells me that Bitcoin itself is a very, very volatile market. Not just that, but it's a very emotional market. And it's very, very run probably by retail traders mostly as well. And you can see that they're really reacting to every single thing, what is happening with Donald Trump, especially he being a Bitcoin supporter. Okay. So now they're believing based on that ceasefire. Okay. That's hope, and boom, they started buying Bitcoin again. Okay. So we can see it's a very volatile market, it's a very emotional market. So for me, to know if I really want to continue this going long, doesn't it looks like a good opportunity. Yes, you can try it, and if it's an L, it's an L. However, if you want to be, that's more of an aggressive approach. What we can also wait for would be a retest of structure, a retest to this level, and then from this level we're gonna go to the upside. So that we wait here and then go to the upside. Or if you really want to have like a conservative approach and really like want to make sure if that is really the right trade to keep going long, we can wait for a break of this area, 112,000, 110,000. Wait for a break and then wait for retest, and then we're gonna go up to 120,000 or or whatever, right? So this is the idea I have right now. You can go long on Bitcoin. However, I will not literally jump the gun so quickly. I will just wait, making sure that we have all the confirmations in place, making sure that everything is right to our confirmation. If it's right, we definitely go long. So as we can see as well, we had like the XRP over the weekend went all the way to 1.9155 level. That's the area where it went all the way to, and then all of a sudden it started to bounce back and went all the way to the upside. Okay, so we can see it's very volatile, very emotional. Okay, that's the same thing with the US oil. Okay, we waiting. We see what's happening here. I'm waiting because it has a lot to do with the political events. So I'm not really trading oil, but for those who are interested, could do that. And yeah, so these are my so far my predictions regarding Bitcoin, oil, silver, and yeah, let's wait for a market update and let's see what will happen. Um, Previously, again, recap: gold long, silver long, um AUD cut, that one I haven't really, we haven't spoken about that one. Then we have USD chef long, so I need to close all the ones I'm not trading. um yeah, that's it. So this yesterday's trades, AUD, Euro AUD, that was also fantastic opportunity last week. Okay, okay, let's go to the 4 hour. Was here, was a previous structure, was able to take 6% off from here, retested all the way, make 8% with that one as well. So ultimately, right now, we're bullish on that one. We're bullish on the trade. We're waiting for a finish of the close of the day. Right now, it could seem there's a potential retest. Yeah, it's an engulfing candle. We need to see for a break. However, the day hasn't ended, so there could be, it goes to the downside and then goes all the way to the up and then goes, yeah, just gonna continue up, 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 up. So what we're waiting is for a confirmation that it actually surely wants to go up. And as long as the confirmation are there, we're not gonna buy, and we're just gonna wait of what is going to happen. So the major pairs, I need to change the colors, is yellow, or let me green, then green. So yellow, yellow, green, green. So these are the pairs we looking for: buy, sell, buy, buy, and we waiting for the week. So we have some few days left. Today's Tuesday. Maybe tomorrow things will change or later on, but we're waiting for opportunities, guys. We're waiting for opportunities. Once we find the opportunities, once we know what we want to do, then we go long. Thank you. Over and